man a bubbling up, him a got a blue. Put it in the kitchen, some of my well like a pot too. My singers and DJs and social media's coming at you. Big bun, 300% big bun. Garbage pile up the day. Big bun, give the teacher them big bun. I see corruption big bun. Mash down the people them out. Big bun, every day appear arms out. Big bun, appear money them a tea. Big bun, and them a sell out the beach. Can't for me again. You can't for me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy candle, we can't buy time. You can't for me again. Can't for me again. You can't for me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't for me again. Promise to pick up all the charities and all of the givers. Some a go like say them powerful, me no make a bigger. The urgent the promises done and them not deliver. Cut up the youth and rough and it's down in our river. Member pool money and they lie them tell. Corruption smell and they pocket them smell. When police don't a market like theater, not a hell go mash up people start and people them fell. Big bun, on the tree market man. Big bun, on them a tree they can. Global TV send another one. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, Global TV, I send them home. Yeah, man, this is Michael Buckley. I tell you, say, yo, the Global TV, yeah, man, we represent that 100%. Play the music, Global. Boom, shot.
Good evening, and welcome. Thank you for joining us. It is your program, The People's Point of View, and your station, Global TV Group. Good evening and welcome. Thank you all for joining us this evening. We're still upon a loan argument. We want to know how the free money turn loan. We want to know how it's going. We want to know how much interest, who stand to gain from the interest, and who are line up for enrich themselves. We still want to know. To my community of party and all my family members, platform moderators, membership holders, viewers, and subscribers, commenters and troll, PMP and labor rights. We do not be Jamaican, but good evening to all Jamaicans. Good evening to all of you wherever you are. Elaine Turner, good evening. Kamar Johnson, David Jervis, Natalia Freeman, Shadeo Banaris, good evening. Larry Speckford, Gloria Morris, Cousin Jay Wagwan, Ruby, good evening. Danette, Denise, Rose, Angela, Shillita, Marcia, Sharon Bernard, good evening, and welcome. I got a call today from somebody in Westmoreland. Usually when globalists call me, it tend to be People's National Party supporters of the Global TV family. But surprisingly today, I got a call from a JLP supporter in Westmoreland. And I'm telling me, say, Wayne, we never used to like listen to you, because they don't like how you talk about my prime minister and my party. I say, hush there. Such is life. But she went on to say a few important things in the conversation. She said people not having signal and being able to have them phone charged properly. The question the caller asks, is this not a safety concern where citizens do not have electricity or telephone service? How would they call for assistance? The caller went on to say the government, whenever you hear anything from them, is telling us to go on website to check this and to check that. Does the Prime Minister realize that to go on website and go do then something there, you actually need to have a charged phone and phone service coverage. That JLP supporter is concerned by the regular lies coming from the Jamaica Labour Party and the poor show of organizational skill, which is affecting what is happening on the ground. The caller went on to say, producer, Wayne, you know me, may I call you? There's an awful lot happening down here in Westmoreland that is not being said in social media. It's a robbery, rocketed, break-ins, rocketed. But it's a mainstream media, not talk nothing about it. People are being robbed left, right, and center in Westmoreland, in a dark. But mainstream media, the caller said, is not talking about it. I wonder if that is of concern to government. I wonder if George Wrong and the other MP them down in Westmoreland is concerned about what is going on with the people. The caller ended by saying, I'm desperate to see a show of organizational skill from the government and from JPS. These are the PMP people who would regularly call me. These are Jamaica Labour Party supporters who don't like me and afraid to call me because me cheat them Prime Minister and them party too harshly. But even Labour right, my friends, E.M. Bueller, Michael Coley, Jim Ashley, Charmaine Flowers, even Labour right are feeling the pinch on the ground to the point that they're speaking out now on the incompetency and the lack of anything coming from this Prime Minister and his government that would help to alleviate the people's distress and concern. Jeanette, Nadine. What was said in Parliament yesterday by the Prime Minister with regards to the loan, a lot of people got very worried, depressed, annoyed, and angry because a lot of people are saying, when are we going to get that loan? Are we going to have to pay the interest? What sort of running up and down we have to go through to get the loan in order to either build back with business or get roof on with housing? People are worried by what the government said. Colin James, not everybody will be getting help. People heard that and they're worried by that. Because people don't know where to turn for the next meal later. But because of government incompetency, people are struggling and they are becoming depressed because It's like they're not seeing any way out at the moment. They're looking for help that is not really coming. It's been promised, but it's not really showing. This is woeful. People across the country are suffering. And just to remind Dr. Tufton, we want an update on these chairs. We're still waiting, and we're going to ask every day and every program until we get an update on how much of these chairs we have across the healthcare and how much do these chairs cost us. We don't call Floyde Green. I'm going to left you for me. I'm going to go around and come back to you. But call Floyde Green, the politics of disaster and food. Call Floyde Green. I wonder if Bill Gates going to nothing to put in there. Health Ministry spray mosquito. You would do better though, Prime Minister, National Work Agency, and the municipal corporations across the country to clear up the about 3-year water infestation what we have across the country where rubbish is not adequately or properly collected across the country for years now. That is the infestation we don't forget rid of. That could have minimized the mosquito. Because you could have done X, Y, or Z in your yard. You still have the whole heap of bunga things the roadside. We gather water and we breed mosquito. We own government. Call us Gray, how you do? Violet Watson. So the garbage pile up, the infestation pile up in our country for years. From His Holiness did say wherever you see garbage pile up, a PMP lived there. Getting rid of that garbage pile up will hugely minimize the breeding of mosquitoes and any other pending infestation, cholera and all both, where our dengue or whatever we can deal with right now in the position where we're in, Jennifer Simpson, Christopher. So clear up the rubbish. Because we don't know where Bill Gates go now. If spray for poison we are, or if stunted we, or if give a respiratory illness. We don't trust them, you know. We don't trust them. If we don't think that we trust them, think again, we don't trust them. I wouldn't give you water for drink and with thirsty. We wonder first or ask them first. You put the poison in there. We want to know we don't trust them. We know when we give poison water when we're thirsty. We just don't trust them. Emergency surgeries only at Mandeville Regional Hospital because pipe water. Backwards going Jamaica. We might as well go back to standpipe. We might as well go back to standpipe and carry water upon our head because when we did carry water from standpipe, we did have cleaner water and we did have more better water supply. Albeit we never have in our house like today where we have the pipe, the empty pipe them in our house. We might as well go back to the days of standpipe, because water in the standpipe them. Be empty pipe in our house now. We will have to walk out with bucket back away when we got a toilet, bathroom, and kitchen. We might as well go back to standpipe or go back to riverside. More water there. Because them thing we're full. JPS boasts to pole lines to restore electricity in sections of the island. Health and safety, JPS. We talk about health and safety one night. You all remember that video of the man, dog, and everything will perish because of JPS recklessness with some of these down poles. I've seen another reckless disappearance again floating around on social media. I'm sure, Brenda Elson, you all remember that video with the high tension wire were left in a the man farm. That high tension wire were left in a the man farm will kill off anything we cross it, including the man dog. I came across this on TikTok today. Abena Sarkodi, how are you?
Current that you know. Blood. Look on. Look there. Look down.
How much of this health and safety risk is, no, we can't stay with it too. How much of these health and safety risk is going on across the country following Hurricane Beryl? If JPS is going to give us bot work in order to say them bring back the country and the grid in time, do you realize the danger of botch cowboy work? You're putting people's lives and property at risk. So they must make sure the job is done safely and adequately rather than doing it hurriedly to make it look like another thing. And then there is a risk to life and property unfolding. Residents continue to protest in Westmoreland. But what I'm asking Jamaicans to do is to coordinate, protest coordinated. You can't just do one packet here so and one packet there so. The minister dance on transgender, little clock of it. Minister dance on transgender finally open them out. I wonder when the rest of them are going to open them out and welcome the ruling from the Court of Appeal that ruled that the school was unconstitutional. Tony Toll, how are you? That rule that's Kensington Primary breached the constitutional right or infringed on the constitutional right of a child who they prohibited from school because of our dreadlocks, even though this very government used Bob Marley to promote and the Rastafarianism to promote their tourism sector and allow private investors to amass themselves wealth off it. There is still a major problem, Winston Daly, with the acceptance of Rastafarian in society. But me not hear none of them come say anything about a triumph ruling from the court that protects their children and their offsprings. Me no know. Leave Donald Trump for now. I'm going to play a clip. No, let's go to Donald Trump, because Donald Trump is human. Well, the Homeland Security, them a review how the Secret Service handled the galanging. At first sight, beat and teach one. At first sight, when last Saturday night when the thing there unfold, and as I said, the Secret Service handling was woeful and that alone for me did make it look fake, because to one, bring the president head back up for a clear headshot after the debacle is unfolding, and two, to wait for the president to grab his shoe. That's not how security services work. And that alone throw me off of the whole thing as being real. But then we come across a little satire and TikTok with a recreation of President Trump attempted assassination. Let's watch it together because I think it's very comical. Well, there you go, some children recreating. I endorse this message from Outer Road.
Greetings in the name of Imperial Majesty, this is Outer Road speaking. When we are telling us that no one's going to join with the New World Order, and I say, boy, top tell life and nose. Alright, here what happened now. See, the Barbados Prime Minister come out now and they say, you know, crack down on fake news and all these false narrative and all these video games and all these, you know what I mean, irregular things that they said and groups and all these things. No one's can tell with the same thing. So, is the New World Order kicking in? And anybody go out there, like our nose go out there and sign agreement with the New World Order to slave his own people, you are fucking wicked. You see it a kicking in now, what them I say, I know as I say, well I don't get if he say. So, then tell them if you come slave on the people and you take the money and now you come and kick in and they put in the rule, then what then telling us if you telling the people say, why you never walk away? Why you never run away? Why you never resign? You take it and agree to slave your people. So who the fuck are you knows? You repent and bawl, but people never know and now it a kick in knows who are you. You're one of them. You wanna fucking them. You sell we out. Well, my people, only we can put up resistance against this. Only we can rise against this. And we need to rise against this. Because this is slavery, you know. I mean, I'll go back to slavery, you know. You understand me? When slavery exists, we never have certain things. We have to go defend ourselves. Mark my word.
I endorse every word of that. Every word of that. We're marching up to Floyde Green. But let's go over to Dana first. I think I have a... Did I have a pamphlet from them? Did I have a pamphlet from the Danes? No, I didn't have a pamphlet from the Danes. Not at all, but it came out of the Danes' mouth. It came out of the Danes' mouth. Of course it did. Why wouldn't it?
Since July 4, they're testament to that fact. The last thing I want to point out is again in relation to major crimes and the trend downward in major crimes, and we don't talk about this enough. When the crime numbers are going up, we get a lot of press around it. When it is going down, it is not given the same kind of airplay. And so again, I note, major crime continue their downward trend. Serious crimes between January 1 to July 13, 2024, and when you compare it to 2023, show a downward trend. Murders are down 14.1%. Shootings are down 1.2%. There is a 32% reduction in rapes, 14.8% reduction in robberies, and a 6.7% reduction in break-ins. Major crimes within the comparative period are therefore down 11.7%. Gun seizures are up. Comparing January 1 to June 30 of this year versus last year, the JCF has seized 14,000 more weapons. Is there more work to do? Definitely. But when we are on the right path, it is important that we note it, and that we note it quite loudly. This is an area that is obviously one of the most important areas for us to tackle as a country. And when we see the progress that's been made by our police force especially, and all of those aligned with this, we have to give them credit, and we need to thank them for that work. And we know the work continues. The work has to continue, because where we are is not where we need to be. But we celebrate these wins, and we celebrate the fact that major crimes continue to trend downwards. I'm going to stop there, and I'm going to be handing over the microphone to our esteemed Minister of Science, Energy, Technical Communication.
Come beat me. Come beat me. Beat me. Because me now walk and spread your false views. Me now talk say crime down. Me now sing loud per mountain top how crime down. Come beat me there. Somebody call Shelly Coran. Somebody call Shelly Coran. Dana come beat me. You may can beat Carlos. You may can beat the rest of them Dana, but Dana come beat me. Come beat me. Come in and spread your false news. You hear how the woman talk to we like we're picking it. May I go play it again and listen to the mama and picking it galang in. We're going. And the purpose therefore, may I go play it again. For no listen, mama, I talk to picking it. Dana, come beat me. Come beat me, Dana. Because me not do what you say. So come beat me. Somebody call Shelly Coran, you know there. Somebody call Shelly Coran. You know, most of you are most Jamaican. You know lagwood tree, don't? Come on, let me case answer fast. Communicate fast. My blood may start boil and I don't want it to boil. Communicate fast. You know lagwood tree? Do you know that tree in Jamaica we call lagwood? Come on, talk fast. Lagwood or cassia tree. Lagwood and cassia. You don't know lagwood and cassia. So if you don't know lagwood and cassia, then you don't know what grows in lagwood and cassia tree, what we call old man beard. I don't know what we don't call it a phone part of what yonder. But Rona Parati, we call it old man beard. We don't call it. Or doesn't know, who don't know, I'll know it as old man beard. Somebody call Shelly Coran tonight. If you don't know lagwood tree, and if you don't know cassia tree, you don't have to know old man beard. Cassia maka. So you don't have to know old man beard. Somebody call Shelly Coran wigs Dana Morris Dixon by Shelly Coran. When you just come and I go find the picture, show everybody. You will tick off. You will cut off, so cut off our stiff. It dropped down now like the wheelbarrow handle. Wait, ladies are singing about wheelbarrow hand. Can't stand up, Mass Charlie. It's what is happening to your hair, Miss Morris Dixon. Wigs by Shelly Coran. Have you ever heard of them, Miss Morris Dixon? Have you heard of wigs by Shelly Coran? Jesus Christ. The difference to you and Bug Life, the difference to Bug Life and Maphead. Bug Life is a serial liar, irritating though he is. Bug Life is a serial liar. But Maphead is a trying liar. And trying liars are very, very irritating to deal with. Very irritating when you're dealing with a trying liar. Because good God, fool like me with that turn up and say, you can't try better. It's not coming true. Even the dead wouldn't believe you. You know, so say, a fool me, don't believe you. And if a fool me, don't believe you. Who you think? Somebody call Shelly. They not have to know which part to go buy one more. You can't live on dead in the one sin thing. So how long we know they now? Me never see a woman turning a one hairstyle so long. Because one thing we know with woman, Them change hairstyle regular. Wigs by Shelley Coran, Miss Maris Dixon. Go for there and call Global TV name and you get a discount. Good God Almighty. Every day you can't turn up. When you come out, you see him wing tick off like bird. And now, see it there now. See it there now. Miss Maris Dixon. Tired of you? Every day you come, you try to convince me. About what? What is it you're trying to convince us about? What is it you're saying that we don't know that is a lie? What is it you're saying that you think is not offensive to us when you talk to us in that tone and body language? Who do you think you are when you talk to me? Because you really talk to me like we're picking it.
Who've come since July 4, they're testament to that fact. The last thing I want to point out is again in relation to major crimes and the trend downward in major crimes. And we don't talk about this enough. When the crime numbers are going up, we get a lot of press around it. When it is going down, it is not given the same kind of airplay. And so again, I note, major crime continue their downward trend. Serious crimes between January 1 to July 13, 2024, and when you compare it to 2023, show a downward trend. Murders are down 14.1%. Shootings are down 1.2%. There is a 32% reduction in rapes, 14.8% reduction in robberies, and a 6.7% reduction in break-ins. Major crimes within the comparative period are therefore down 11.7%. Gun seizures are up. Comparing January 1 to June 30 of this year versus last year, the JCF has seized 14,000 more weapons. Is there more work to do? Definitely. But when we are on the right path, it is important that we note it and that we note it quite loudly. This is an area that is obviously one of the most important areas for us to tackle as a country. And when we see the progress that's been made by our police force especially, and all of those aligned with this, we have to give them credit and we need to thank them for that work. And we know the work continues. The work has to continue because where we are is not where we need to be. But we celebrate these wins and we celebrate the fact that major crimes continue to trend downwards. I'm going to stop there and I'm going to be handing over the microphone to our esteemed Minister of Science, Energy, Technical Communication.
Tell me if that is not a mother talking to a child. If that's not how Dana Dixon come across when she talk to it. Like say, we are our picking it, and we must listen what Dana Maris Dixon says, and we must make sure we go out there and talk to hope a nice thing them about the government. In which country is Dana Maris Dixon? Dana Maris Dixon is of the view that the crime reporting them where we are sick on TV, they're not major crime, they are not murder, they are down. The ones that we are seeing on social media, that they are not reporting on TV and in mainstream media. Major crime, shootings, and such alike are down. This is the narrative, you know. They are down. And we must tell it loud. Loud. Say crime is down. The survey will come out recently shows that both businesses and consumers, their main concern is crime. Their main concern is crime. According to Miss Maris Dixon, the government and the whole of them, they are down. They are pushing the downward trend of crime narrative from last November. Crime, murder, is the one most that stand in the way of this government, because it was one of their greatest promise coming in. And since they have been in government, crime continues to escalate, with this government unable to even furnish the nation with a crime plan. The government have a vested agenda in making sure all that we hear, all that we believe, and it's stuck in all that we head, that crime has gone down. That's all the government concerned about, Crime is gone down. Even though since this year has started, a day hasn't passed where Jamaicans are not murdered. When the government took over in 2016, the murder rate then was 1,208 per year. That was the highest. The government has not managed to bring it under that, even though crime is going down. The government has not managed to bring the murder rate under 12,000 per year. Look at Dana on screen now, and look at fresher versions of her here, and tell me if rather than Dana come out here every Wednesday or Tuesday, whichever day she come tell we lie and come talk to it like we and her, like she a mama for we. If I not time, if she go take some of our money, we appear to be dunce. We go look at star here. Look, that was when she come with it.
Come since July 4.
See how we pop down and drop down there compared to how she come with it. And that we want you to concern about. That we want you to concern about. Go change your wig. Go wash the hair, dash it with or something. But stop an eye with. Stop an eye with, because one day we're going to break loose on you. I'm tired to want you to come out here with the whole heap of nonsense going in, and then you have an attitude with it. You talk to it with an attitude. You use your mouth to talk to it like we don't understand English. Look at my mouth and understand what I'm saying. Don't do it. Don't do it, Patricia, Charnel, Lennox, Doris, Pauline. You will come under serious bombardment, Bodia. Don't do it, Sharon Terrell, EM. Be a disrespect. The liar thief in Floyde Green. The criminal organization Floyde Green. The Floyde Green were him and him political activists them in a party. Him and him political delegate in a party. I wonder what's going on, Floyde Green. What's the sabotage about?
Charge of our Hurricane Beryl Task Force, Recovery Task Force. I wanted to smile when I start, but Minister Vaz has rushed out. But I did hear him mention my community, where I live now on Crane Road in Black River, where I live, that we will be getting back electricity. And boy, I tell you, that would be really a joy. Ladies and gentlemen, let me thank you for joining us. I would love to provide an overview of the impact of Hurricane Beryl on our agriculture and fisheries sector.
John Crow, stop tell lie. John Crow, stop tell lie. It is true to say you have a property on Crane Road. You don't live there. Breathe may blow you there now and then. Breathe, liar Floyde Green, may blow you there now and then. But let's explore the politics of this like a junk crop. Crane Road, where this like a asshole shithead live. Crane Road is half an hour to 45 minutes walk from my end of the district. It's a stretch where Floyde Green has gone to when described saying live past Crane Road there. We and Floyde Green live on the same stretch. Hey, it is about 30 minutes to 45 minutes walk from Floyde Green house to my end of the district, what we call Seaside, down a Load. How you not reach there yet, drunk, dog shit? How you don't reach there yet? Criminal. We are walking and solicit laptop for sex for school girl. Oh, you not reach there yet? But you live at Crane Road. Jankro. You live a breeze blow you got Crane Road or you live there. Is it because breeze blow you go there? Or you live there? Don't come out here come tell no lie. You don't live at Crane Road. You own a property there. Breeze blow you go there when breeze feel like blow you. It is amazing though, Floyde Green, how me and you live on the same bloody stretch and you don't pass my yard gate yet. How amazing. Are you past the inner wind up dark glass, go up on my father side of the community? Wasn't it, Mr. Green? A certain political delegate in the community from day one. Don't bother me thought post picture and talk around here. From day one, that particular family has been very close to the Labour Party. Anything for go on at that particular family, pilot the Jamaica Labour Party through the community. It is said, Floyde Green, that your chosen delegate in the community is dictating to people like Digicel and them like because she piloted them from Black River to the community and is dictating to them which house fit up and which house not fit up. Floyde Green, is there any truth to the argument? Is there any truth to the argument, Floyde Green? Because the COVID laptop them in a Floyde Green. You use them for solicit sex, did you not, Mr. Green? Or you want to get young ladies in Black River come talk, Floyde Green? Do you want me to get young ladies in Black River, Floyde Green, come start talk? But you and them and sex and laptop? Or do you want to cut out the bullshittery out of politics and treat all of us like Jamaican? When Beryl come, Beryl never know who run a party, a Labour, PMP. Never care either. So how come you and your delegate then I go care who nyam after burial goes, who get help after burial goes. This has been going on from the days of Derek Sangster and Bull Montague and that particular family. Enough of the bullshit, Floyde Green. All of we in the community vote. All of we in the community have rights. All of we in the community went through burial. Don't come with your bullshit. Enough of it. Treat us all like Jamaicans. But the problem is within my community. Because my community don't want to behave like they're Jamaicans. They behave like every other else community. Me Labour and PMP. And me must get priority when Labour in a power. And me must get priority when PMP in a power. The very problem lies in our community, lies within us across Jamaica. Because all of us are Labour and PMP. None of us are Jamaicans. Every one of we are Labour and PNP. None of us are Jamaicans. None of we. This is why politicians can continue to use everything, even disaster, to sabotage us. Beg on some super chat now, please. May I stop beg likes? Because I don't hate likes. Beg on some super chat. Beg on some super chat. The easy jerk world, what go on, bro? Beg on some super chat. Me know some don't like likes, so I'm not going to waste my time beg on some likes. Beg on some super chat, please. It is the people of Jamaica where cause politicians to continue to use food against them. Because don't care how politicians treat them now. Call election tomorrow and see if even them who don't have zinc on their house don't run out on motorcade to support their tribalistic endeavor. And then after they vote, they come back home, consider and suffer for another 5 years. $1,000 per year for no vote Jamaica. How much zinc? Come on, Jamaica, come and talk. When you say you vote for $5,000 or $10,000, how much zinc, how much money you have left out of that? The election just done with you, know? You can't say you don't have money out on the vote or no sell. Election just gone. You can't say you don't have money out of the vote or no sell. So out of the vote or no sell. How much money you have left can buy zinc? How much zinc you can buy out of it? You see why it's not good to sell your vote? Because just in February, selling a vote. And this year, July, on the whole stop blow off. And you don't have money left out on the vote, money for buy zinc and nail. Me hear all as and them send zinc and nail and all sort. I mean, I hear the government talk all now, so they send a sheet of zinc. Tarpaulin government, come here. I be a tarpaulin me here talk about. I be a tarpaulin me here talk about. You don't get up to the zinc stage yet, government. Plastic drum and tarpaulin government. When are you going to get up to the galvanized and the irrigation age? Tarpaulin and black tank government, water shop government, modern day standpipe government. Thank you, Janet. Who else will be next to throw in something in the kitty corner? And hit the like button, so might as well on a pay to be watching. How much on a pay for the cable on the sky and all sort of shenanigans? When say it don't good for selling a vote. When you sell a vote February, calamity hit on now. Here one. Government and lend on the money. Government and lend on the money. Because government say, you never vote for me free when me not have nothing for free to give you. Me don't have nothing free to give you because you never vote for me free when me did have to pay for your vote. So you going to have to borrow it from me and pay me back with interest. Whether I'm me, Nigel, are leeching, or the SSL lock them, I go get the interest. Don't give a damn as long as I get the interest out of your hand. That's all I want. The interest. Prime Minister, it is important that you explain the loan to people. Is it a tax-free? Is it an interest-free loan? Is it a loan that you would have to pay interest on? If it is a loan that you would have to pay interest on, what is the percentage of interest one would be required to pay on the loan? Over what period of time, Prime Minister, one would have to pay off that loan? If one is default Prime Minister because of their economic disadvantage, is there a window of opportunity open to them for them not to get into debt judgment, rather have negotiation with whoever them need to pay back the free money to, the free lend money? The free lend money, Prime Minister, because I don't think Jamaicans understand how difficult it's going to be going through these bureaucratic hoops in order to get back help to rebuild their lives and their businesses. The utterances of the Prime Minister yesterday in Parliament gave no hope to despair Jamaicans whatsoever. People are more worried after the Prime Minister spoke. Why are they? Before the Prime Minister spoke, Jamaicans by and large thought they were going to be supported through the effort given the donations, the insurance, other support that are coming in. But they sadly learned after painstakingly wait for 2 weeks to hear from the government as to how the disaster recovery and rebuilding effort will be funded. They were told, not all of you will get help. Not all of you. We will go through a stage by stage assessment with our one social worker. We will look at you in 3 categories. Those who receive minimal damages, those who receive severe damages, and those who were outright destroyed. The Prime Minister has 2 categories. One, grant, the other, loan. There are issues with the grant. In my family, people have house and they have shops. Now my family and a lot of Jamaicans will be in this quagmire. Will have to choose between, do I have my roof repaired or do I have my shop rebuilt and restocked? That is the great issue with the grant. When you come over to the loan, it is rather shocking. No one expected that. No one expected that. But to be told a loan without the fine details of the loan, whether you're going to be paying interest or it's interest free, over what period would you have to pay it back? And are you paying back to a financial institution or are you paying back to the ministry? Lord Jesus. Boy, I'm sorry for Jamaica. Jamaica people, though, is rigid to the tribal politics. Them could have a job. Did a weak opposition. Nobody know want you calling name, but a weak and feckless, spineless opposition. An opposition leader of a social democracy party. Social democracy, look out for the people. Social democracy meant to stand up for poor people. Social democracy is about equality for poor people. Social democracy is about the have-not. But our leader of the opposition stood in parliament and heard your government loaning you, the taxpayers, money, who it is your tax, who paid that catastrophe bond. Those donations were donated to you as goodwill by international partners. And the opposition have not one word to say to the government who took free money from international donors and is loaning it to desperate, ravished, and battered Jamaican people. Not one word from Mark Golden. And you don't think Mark Golden is weak? You don't think Mark Golden is spineless and feckless? You don't think Mark Golden is showing that you are not ready for leadership? You don't think Mark Golden is showing that hand the country in your hand, it will be pretty much of the same other side of backside, sitting on the unclean toilet? Mark Golden is not showing leadership. What happened in Parliament yesterday was disgraceful. That same loan is going to affect a lot of PMP. That same loan is going to affect a lot of Jamaicans. Uno happy say Mark Golden never stand up and talk about it. Uno happy say Mark Golden never criticize it, never push back on it, never have a word to say to the government. How could you, at the worst stage that Jamaicans are in, the worst stage, not one word from Mark Golden. Is Mark Golden much of a difference from Andrew Holness? I don't know. They're all politicians. They're all St. Andrew people. Remember, Kingston and St. Andrew is not Jamaica. Kingston and St. Andrew and our hotels and beaches is not Jamaica. You know, I have to remember them thing there. Ask Mark Golden, why not one word? If that doesn't show lack of care from Mark Golden, if that doesn't show cronyism coming from Mark Golden, if that's not showing cowardice coming from Mark Golden, tell me what it is. Cousin Myrna Wagwan. Tell me what it is. Not one word. Mark Golden failed poor people yesterday. When a tyrannical government came out and start to take poor people money, taxpayers' money, international donors' money, and lend to poor people who's been ravished by the worst hurricane we've ever had. Mark Golden sat silent in Parliament. Of all the things Mark Golden stood up to spoke about, Mark Golden never heard when Andrew said, I'm going to lend farmer money. I'm going to lend people money to restart them life. I'm going to this. Mark Golden never heard a word. Arlene Foster. Mark Golden is weak and spineless. He's not ready to lead. Andrew has handed Mark Golden so much. And all Mark Golden do is take them and bury them like a full belly dog and just walk on. And Jamaicans are still in that pickle. Jamaica don't have a strong opposition. Jamaica have a docile population, and it has a weak and feckless opposition. God help us going forward. What is stopping Mark Golden from leading the nation into a protest? Who said that is not the job of the opposition leader to point out all the flaws of government, especially the ones that go to the heart of affecting poor people, like when the Prime Minister stood up in Parliament. Let me drink the water. Like when the Prime Minister stood up in Parliament and tell we say, them are going to take insurance and donation and lend it to it. And Mark Golden, hear and deaf, see and blind. How is Mark Golden not a part of the system? How is Mark Golden not a part of the cronyism? How does Mark Golden show that him care about people who are suffer? Not care about it. No, don't care about it. All you not care about is getting past that voting threshold to make sure you not get power. And when you not get to power, we're only a part of Jamaica every 4 or 5 years when you return for more power. Other than that, Jamaica is about Kingston and St. Andrew and our hotel and beaches. The rest of we is a different part. We're different people. We're not in a grand scheme of things there. But we allow it to happen. We allow it to happen when we sit down and idolize crooks, thieves, and corrupt criminals. What else do you expect them to do if we hold them and put them on a pedestal and call them honorable? Some of you think it's an insult when we call them asshole and shithead and pigs. That's what they really are. The fact that they're not down there eating out of a chaff darling doesn't mean they're not pigs. Huh? No, whether Mark Golden speak and it doesn't change the decision of the government, that is not the issue. Is Mark Golden speaking for poor people? If he doesn't speak up, if he speak about the issue and the government don't compromise with him or whatever, then we can't criticize Mark Golden for say Mark Golden never stand up for the people. We're talking about Mark Golden did not have a view expressed yesterday in Parliament, cause versus cause. Real sweet. Did not have a view expressed in Parliament yesterday with regards to the loan. That's weakness and fecklessness. Regardless if the Prime Minister is going to use his gun home mentality and move forward, it is the leader of the opposition, 1, to oppose, 2, to speak up for the people, and 3, to make sure the people are aware of the intricacies of what the Prime Minister does not tell us. Mark Golden not come here to be blanketed. We never learned them something at school to be nice to politicians. In a last school, you learn that politicians are corrupt crooks. We don't learn at last school that they are good people. So coming out of there, we do not have respect for politicians. You understand? We do not have respect for them. Don't expect us to have respect for them. Mark Golden is not ready. 3 years, and Mark Golden still not get a hang of it. 3 years, And to throw wholly up in the year, give Mark Golden. And Mark Golden just let them slide. Opposition is not about strategically fighting in the court. It's not about that. It's about opposing the government at all costs. It's about keeping the people informed. It's about robustly standing up for the people, even if you fail. Opposition no means say, because the government stubborn. You must sit down and do nothing. Mark Golden is weak and spineless, feckless. Mark Golden is going to cost this country a lot. By the rate of how he's going, Mark Golden coming at power. Mark Golden sit down and wait for everybody vote against Andrew but not voting for him. This is how Mark Golden is planning to win the election. For the country to be annoyed enough with Andrew and vote against Andrew. Mark Golden is not going on like he wants to win an election. Mark Golden is not acting like he's a leader in waiting. Strong opposition or leaders in waiting. Weak opposition, people don't take them serious because they don't know what it is about. That's why the weakness coming from Mark Golden is not good for the People's National Party nor the country. Because the more weakness Mark Golden show is the more people get turned off of the party. And the more people are going to say, I'm not sure I'm voting for PNP, because I'm not sure Mark Golden might as well stay with the devil, you know. Mark Golden may in the long run cause with me a problem. And giving Andrew another term to complete the disaster where him start. When if you make people criticize Mark Golden in peace, Mark Golden not do well, him not do him job where him fi do. Mark Golden is the head of a divided party, a division where hold the party back. Enough of the nonsense in the People's National Party. Jamaica is ready for change, but is the People's National Party ready for Jamaica? Jamaica is ready for change. Is the Mark Golden-led People's National Party ready to lead Jamaica? That's the question enough you ask yourself. Is Mark Golden, can Mark Golden lead us out of this S-hole country, as Donald Trump described it? Or am I going to lead way deeper into the S-holism? Remember, Andrew come bright, shining like a diamond, shine bright like a diamond. Andrew came bright like a diamond. Look at him now. You can barely see him with the hope of rust all over him. Clean, Andrew came shining bright like a diamond. Look at him now. You'd have to use cobra and knock the rust off him to see if there is still an Andrew there. Mark Golden is just sloppy and all over the place. Mark Golden got a kick out of the local government election and the budget, and him just lose it drop bluff gone so. Just gone so. Yesterday was the worst of it all. When the leader of the opposition allow the government to loan poor people donated money, and the opposition have no word on it. I can't trust Mark Golden. I cannot believe in Mark Golden. 6.5 dozen are the same amount of mango. Johnny Mango A East Indian mango, our mango. No matter them taste different, look different, they are mangoes. The right side are backside and the left side are backside. Our backside doesn't mean one upon the right and the left, they are different. They're both backsides. And that is what Jamaicans have to endure because the people love it, them lap it up. That 2 weeks of euphoria, nomination to election, back food, gas. That's what on sell on a cell vote for. Look at where you are all now. Look at you all now. On a sell on a vote. On a get on a money. Did you put money down to buy zinc? Are you going to sell your vote again to a government who loaned you money that they get from international donor to assist you out of your worst? Do you understand the seriousness of us saying you should not sell your vote? Remember, it is said the force behind Mark Golden is Peter Mercott Bunton, Andrew Michael Holness, and Peter Mercott Bunton is the two worst type of Machiavellian narcissists that this country has ever seen. Mark Golden is wrapped up, tied up, and tangled up with Peter Bunton. Peter Bunton, like many others who should be retired from politics, who have done their bitter time, but is still hanging on to the clutch of corruption and illicit enrichment. Because the truth is, whichever side of the coin, they all enrich themselves. Whichever side of the coin, them all allow them friends them to kill we have. Whichever side of the coin, they always give contract to each other. Whichever side of the coin, their public service, technocrats and bureaucrats allow them to steal and robbery through a budget. Whichever side of the coin, it's the same toilet. It's the same toilet they all go to. That's it. The people of Jamaica, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You ought to be ashamed of yourself that we cannot be awoken from tribalism. We run around every day and talk about my Jamaica, sweet Jamaica, nah, left yard, this Jamaica. The Jamaica where you don't have beaches to go on. Yes, that Jamaica where your prime minister is loaning you money in a disaster. That Jamaica where when bombs were flying over your children's head, that Jamaica told them, choose between the loan or a bomb. As slothful and as lackluster as Mark Golden is, Mark Golden was the one who put up 10 million to get Jamaican children, students home, who in a Ukraine dodging bombs and racism, while the Andrew Holness-led government is telling them, if you want to be safe, your option is taking a loan from the government. It is this same Andrew Holness which is saying to Jamaicans in their worst desperate time, if you, the people of Jamaica, want to be made whole again, you will have to take a loan from the government. We are waiting to know, Prime Minister, with or without interest. With or without interest is the question. And we are waiting to hear from Mark Golden. Do you agree with the loan with or without interest? And we're waiting to hear from the people of Jamaica. Are you going to wake up and stop selling your vote and vote for what can be done for your country rather than what can be put in your pot for one evening? This was your global television, your people's point of view on your global television. Drop another super chat if you feel to do so. Come in and ask them if you hit the like button, you know. If you don't want to hit it, you don't hit it. If you don't want to hit it, you don't hit it. Me tired of the bangarang, you know. Literally tired of butting heads with uno over little like, uno want like it. But in final, before we go, we are asking, and we're not going to stop ask, that the Prime Minister resign so good management can carry our country forward in the worst time that we've ever had. Good night and have a good rest. See you tomorrow from Global TV.